aid thing, Papa wouldn't let you take it, or do you remember that at all?
No.
Something.
I didn't want to. I didn't try to get a job afterwards.
Oh no, she said something that like Papa said like if you take it, then I won't be the one supporting you.
Oh, I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
No. But he didn't care that I took that course. I took that course, and I took some. There's 2 courses I took that time up at Nyack, and no, I don't. Maybe he probably didn't want me to go and work though. Probably didn't want me to do that.
Why not?
He was a person that thought you probably the woman should stay home in the house.
Did you ever fight that?
No. I didn't want to really do that too bad anyway.
Is that just how it was back then? Like, is it weird for you to see how it is now, or are you just like that's what?
Well, it's not weird. It's something that they have to do now, in order because to survive. Would you say? Because everybody's living like they're starting out like we left off, or how the kids know when they get married. You know, really they are, and they have to have 2 jobs in order to, I think, to maintain that. And it's higher. It's harder. I suppose it's harder to nowadays. It's harder to make a living, and one person probably can't hardly do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the way they at the level that they want to live. They're
So like back then it was
and
easier.
2 or 3 cars, and see, each has a car, and here we had 1 car and a ratty old pickup, and I don't know. No, it's just everything's different, but it's okay, I guess.
Yeah. Do you like the direction things are moving, or?
I think
Usually,
so.
like, don't mind it.
And everybody complains about the way things are moving, but I imagine my mom and dad thought the same thing, that things aren't going quite right with the world and everything. Because things are really bad now, but over there. But I think they probably said the same thing we're saying. I wonder what's going to happen, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. I think we've all. It's just. No, I don't like the way things are going right now with the world.
Like what specifically?
The wars and peace and killing people, and terrible. It's awful.
Was it different? Well,
they didn't do all that back there, and not that bad. Now they just think nothing. And there's a lot of shootings, and I see the paper last night down at Waters. They just went by a house and shot a little 4-year-old boy. He's inside the house, just playing.
mm-hmm.
Just drive-by shooting. We didn't have all that.
Oh. Wonder were people just too busy working, or I don't.
No, I don't.
Or just
I
like morals were.
Morals, and then I think the TV. You see a lot of that.
The TV.
Don't you? I think maybe. I don't know. You see all that. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I try not to pay too much attention to it because there's not much I can do about it.
Do you miss that farm life?
No.
No.
Nope.
What do you like now that you're not on the farm?
Oh, I just like this free feeling in town, and no, I just no. There was a lot. Well, first when we were first married, and then for how many years till 1976? So we were married probably 20 years. We milked those cows, and you had to be there every morning to milk those things at 5 or 6, and you had to be there every night. You never got to go away. You never got to go like on a vacation or anything.
Vacations, or the kids.
But we did take them. Papa would usually have the cows sort of dried up in November. We didn't have any milking for about a couple, 3 weeks in there, and then we took them and we went to Florida a few years. But other than that, no matter if you just have to be there to milk those cows. You just do. Or you're in trouble. The cow's in trouble.
Yeah.
So we did that and then we sold the cows, and they went to Texas in a semi, and then we started the hogs, and then you got a little more freedom to do things that you want to do, like go visit or something, or visit somebody.
So like as your marriage progressed, like did you just do like less? Were you just less involved?
Yeah, because Mike got up there and helped more, and
So it was Mike and Papa.
Yeah.
And Dave?
Dave didn't do much out in the farm as much as Mike. He wasn't as interested in it as Mike was.
So you
Mike
guys
was
didn't like
interested.
force him or anything?
No. Well, I don't. He probably did some bean walking and all that stuff too, and I don't know what he. But Mike really liked it.
That's why.
Yeah.
He's.
You gotta like it, or you're farming.
So when
It's in your blood.
the kids like were 18, was that like did you like tell them that they should go to college, or was that?
Yes, I encouraged them to go to college, and I never encouraged them to be farmers.
You didn't want them to?
Well, no, because it is hard work, and I never encouraged that. But they all went to college, as you know, and but still Mike came back and went farming.
Didn't he get a degree in something?
And agriculture at Nyack. Yeah, he went 2 years up there.
So you really encourage education?
Yes.
You know, did you and Papa didn't go to college,
No.
right? Was it just
High school.
expensive, or?
Well, those days they didn't go as much. Seemed like just the really top students went. Of course, and it isn't that we weren't top, but not everyone went to college. They'd go out and get a job or something, more, or go farming with their dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't. Your whole class didn't go to college. Like now, most of them do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yes, if I had to do over again, I certainly would have.
but you took those nursing
that was
classes.
fun. Yeah, it was fun.
Do you consider yourself like a nursing personality? Like you take care of Evelyn, you take care of Papa.
I know. Well, probably to a point, but get down to that blood, I don't know.
Oh no,
Yeah. I don't know. I'd probably be better in the rest home seeing those
Yeah.
people.
You
No,
could.
yeah. It always looks glamorous, but when you get right down to it, it's hard work. That nursing, you have to really have your
Were you drawn to? Did you like helping people, or like why were you drawn to that?
I don't know. I think it just looks like it's sort of like. Don't you think it looks sort of like a
Yeah.
fun job? They were at that time they always running around those white uniforms, and now you can't tell a nurse from the cleaning lady though in the hospital.
No.
Really, they're all dressed in different, but they always were dressed so nice and perk, and.
Did you encourage Mom or anybody?
Well, I asked her, but that went out the door, and I mentioned it to Jordan, and I think I've mentioned it to you girls, and nobody pays any attention, so we just let it. Who was it? Oh, Callie thought she might be a nurse.
Mhm.
Trent's
Your
girlfriend
friends,
said she
yeah.
might be a nurse. I said, yippee, finally.
Somebody will be a nurse. Yeah.
Oh, shoot, I don't know. Oh, my gracious sakes alive.
I don't know. You do those pills every time. I've seen you do them.
Papa's?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has no idea what he's taking. Yeah, I do.
He doesn't.
No. I do his pills, and I think that's what's keeping him. I make sure, because there's a lot of women that I talk to, they don't have any idea what their husband is taking, or I try to stay on top of that, so I know what he's taking and how many, and I try to.
So what do you think the role of a woman was back then, like when you were a kid, to when you were married, to now? Do you think it's changed?
Well, it's changed a lot because I think the farm equipment has gotten bigger. You don't see a lot of women out working like I did in those days.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether I don't know why. Whether they're getting to be bigger. They're getting bigger farmers. Bigger, more farm ground. And then I think they have their sons working with them. And then, as I say, they have this big equipment and they can get over more ground. And you don't see too many women anymore. Well, the young ones are all working. The farm guys, their wives are working in another job off the farm to make ends meet. So that's one reason you don't see them. I would admit that is one reason.
That's why
Probably the biggest reason.
my English teacher, when I told him that I was doing the topic of female farmers, he was really taken aback by that, because he was like, when you think of a farmer, you think of a man.
Well, every
Right.
once in a while, you'll get in a farm magazine, you'll see about where there would be a woman that's doing the farming, and I don't know whether it's been after her husband has died or something, and she keeps doing it all. But it'd be very hard for a woman to do it all. You know, to get the machinery ready, and it's a lot of heavy work there that a woman really shouldn't be doing or couldn't be doing. So I don't know. They must have help when they do it but you don't see too many. I don't know anybody where there's a woman that's doing the farming, all the farming. But
Do you wish they were, or do you understand it?
No, I think it's sort of a man thing.
Yeah.
I really do.
But you took control of it. You were on the front line.
You had to. You had to, because Papa didn't have anybody to help him. He didn't.
So you were capable.
Yeah. Because I'd sort of learned how to drive the tractors and things by working with my dad. You see, and then.
So you just had that background knowledge and stuff.
Right, how to do it, and you just knew that's what you were gonna. You just knew that's what you were gonna do.
Yeah.
Got it done, and those times we'd sort of pack our lunches, and if we'd go to a field, so many miles away, we'd just take our lunch with us and eat.
So you have no regrets of the farm life?
No, but I was glad to get to town.
So what was that like? So you sold the farm to Mike, right? Or you rented it out?
Rented to Mike.
How was that decision? Were you just getting old, or?
How did we do that? Let's see, we moved to town in 93. Well, I think he got married. He was getting, he got married, and we thought, we thought, let him move over there where all the we had hogs, and he should be there. Rather, he was on an acreage. And I think Papa thought Mike should be in that place to do that work instead of him. That's why we decided to move to town then.
Did you retire?
Papa didn't retire though till all his heart problems. He went out and helped with the farming for quite a few years till, gosh, I think 5 years ago he was still out there.
Really?
I think so.
Does he miss it?
I think so, a little. He mows the lawn with the garden tractor. He sort of likes that, riding that. But yeah, last year he got up in the combine and rode with Zach. And the year before he got up in there and rode with him. Rode around. But yes, I think he misses that part of it. Yeah, he loved farming. Yeah, I think he does miss that.
And did you love it, in the same capacity?
No.
No?
No, not really. No, it was okay, but because that's what all of our friends that we were all farmers, and all the women were working out in the field at that time, so you're all in the same capacity of doing that. So it's just your way of life. You just knew that, and so.
What about your neighbors nowadays? Do any of them have farming history?
Yes, they both live next door, own farms, and they're renting their farms out. They're retired farmers, so Papa enjoys visiting with them, about farming. And most of, in fact, in this town, you see most of the retired people are retired farmers. A lot of them are. Yeah.
Isn't there a wheat thing over? I don't know what it's called. The tower.
The what?
Is it the tower? The mill?
The elevator?
The elevator.
Elevator.
Yeah.
Papa doesn't go down the elevator. A lot of farmers will come to town. Well, they check to see what the price of grain's that day. They'll come to town and have coffee and chit-chat. And Papa doesn't do that because he's not a chit-chatter like that. But they come to town and get the price of grain and all that stuff so that, if they want to sell their grain and just go in and something to do.
We got good. So anything else you want to?
No, really. I just, it was a good life, and I think the kids would think so. I really do.
I'll elaborate with my mom, because I found this really interesting, so. Yeah. Well, so I think we got a good interview.
Okay, good.
So thank you.
I hope so. You're welcome.
Thank you so
It's
much.
good.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Got to learn a lot.
See what your mother thinks of all that, huh?